This is how we start a fire, bitches. Don't backfire.
Jesus, that went back.
Woo! It worked.
Oh my god.
We're in business, bitches.
What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Omzy here, Schmitty right there.
Right here.
I hope you guys liked our
my
little
mic working?
introduction a little bit.
Is your mic on this time?
Yes, my mic
Okay.
is on. Obviously, you guys couldn't hear me in the beginning because I was still fidgeting with my mic. But yeah. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the Fireside Chat. We are going to be obviously doing our what?
Really quick. Here's 22 minutes of that content that we recorded while your mic was off. There it goes.
I mean,
Go
we
on.
really didn't talk about that much. We are still going through. We are going through all of our ranks of My Hero Academia. We are doing the characters, story arcs, and the villains. And obviously, we will be getting into the Q&A at the very end. We really only. I mean, we could skim throughout. Like, obviously, we did Kirishima, which we both. What did you say? You said
S.
S, and I
Because
said
it's biased.
biased.
Because
Yeah.
I'm voicing the
I
character
said
in the
A.
abridged.
Kirishima is really, really good, and what we've seen, his growth from season 1 to season 4 is really great.
His growth from season 1 to season 4, his whole mentality of wanting to be a hero but being too scared, and then jumping in with Fat Gum and realizing that Red Riot, I think it was, it was Red Riot.
Yeah. We talked.
No, Crimson Riot. Crimson Riot.
Oh,
in his interview where he was like, hell yeah, I'm scared as hell. Like, but it doesn't mean that I can't just, I can't just stop being a hero. It's the whole part about being a hero is being scared and still jumping into a fight.
Yeah.
And then Kirishima, learned that, and, his growth from where he was to how he is, and without an idol like All Might.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, Kirishima has more growth than Deku.
That we've seen.
Kirishima
Shoot,
doesn't have
going into season 5, I'm telling you, All Might's got some explaining to do.
Yeah, I can't wait for All Might to talk more about it. And then again, I can't wait to see, if he actually just doesn't know jack shit.
Or unless somebody else knows about it. We talked about, obviously, we didn't really, we talked about Miria Togata. Obviously, he gave him an SS. I gave him an S. Absolutely amazing character. He is honestly one of my favorites of season 4. Like, the dude doesn't even need to say anything, and he just makes you laugh. And he's a really likable character. The voice actor did an absolute amazing job. And just, I can't wait to see the future of him. Hopefully he gets his quirk back in at least season 5. We talked about Tokoyami, which I will get to later in the video, but definitely really, really good character. I ranked him up at least a B so far. You ranked him up as an A, right? Yeah. Schmitz ranked him up as an A. There goes more wood. Yeah.
Wood onto fire.
What else did we talk about? We really didn't talk about much. I think that was only it. And now, we will be talking about Uraraka, which I already know my rank for. I'm wondering if you do as well.
For Uraraka?
Yeah.
Sorry, Sonny posted really funny.
Stop looking at Sonny. Stop posting stuff.
He posted a meme, and it's actually really funny.
Oh my gosh.
It's Ice Cube. It's an Ice Cube.
Oh my gosh.
I have one for Uraraka.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, B. Okay. Obviously, oh God. we obviously got some good character development in the beginning of season 2, especially during the fight with her and Bakugo.
That was a good. I liked it.
It was a good fight. It definitely, and she even earned Bakugo's respect as well, which is really nice. I would like to see maybe her and more interaction with her and Toga. To be honest with you, if you stop looking at Sunny's post, I swear to God.
I'm sorry, but we're gonna put it on screen.
Going into a Discord channel and having to read an argument. Oh Jesus!
It's Ice Cube like.
Sunny,
I'm sorry,
man,
but it was too
Sunny.
funny.
Come on, Sunny.
It was good.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
Don't talk shit to him. It was good. Keep it up, Sonny. Keep it up.
Obviously we had. Oh well, I actually was gonna say that I do kind of want to see an interaction with her and Toga in the future. I feel like that would be kind of nice. And just like another either Toga or another female kind of villain.
I want to see an interaction with her and
What?
drawing a blank.
What? Think of who?
The beauty pageant girl.
Oh,
I don't know why her name is just like escaping me.
We all know who she is, but I can't remember her name.
Best girl.
Oh, Hato.
Hato.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the last one.
Oh,
but
hell no. No, best
yeah,
girl.
Nezure, yeah.
Nezure, yeah. I want to see interactions with her.
That'd be nice.
I feel like because they're in the same agency, so I feel like there can be like more from them.
Yeah,
because like she's already learned from Gunhead. I'm wondering what she can learn from Hato.
that'd be kind of nice. Yeah, I definitely would like to see. Hopefully, there is more character development with Uraraka, and I just want to see her just like how it was with Deku and let's say Shigaraki. I want to kind of see if she gets like I feel like her and Toga would kind of be perfect for each other, kind of like our enemy wise. So hopefully we get that. Next up we have Mr. I'm drawing a blank too. Who's the guy from Avatar? What? The scar on his face. Fire Nation.
Oh. Prince Zuko.
Prince Zuko himself. Shoto Todoroki. I have my rank for him already. You have it?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, A. B.
I was gonna say A, but
and
something came into my head.
Is it his emotions and how he does stuff?
I know there's so much more development for this character.
Oh no, yeah.
And I want to see it. Because like he's already had so much growth right now.
Yeah.
Like trust me, it's like a tipping point. It's like if an A is a 9 and a B is an 8, he's at like an 8.9. I'm not gonna lie, like he's right there. But it's like I want to see the growth between him and his dad. I want to see that turning point. I want to see after Haya Nomu fight with Shoto. That's what I want to see. When I see that, he'll go to a 9 based on how he.
I could probably maybe like switch between B or A. I think I maybe picked up A is because I don't know. He's just really ever since season 2 and then even going through even season 3. He really didn't have much to do in season 4, obviously, but definitely season 2. I felt like he definitely shined. Definitely learning how to manage, not even manage his quirk, but make his quirk his own. What did I say?
Corn.
Oh my god. He was able to make his quirk his own or he was able to use it and not kind of think like, oh, this is my father's quirk. I don't want to use it.
Daddy issues. I can't use my right side. Left side. Sorry.
So I'm definitely like, I mean, obviously, I'm eager to see just more from the Todoroki family, obviously, especially from the end of season 4. And like we said, with the theories of Dabi, hopefully it could be further stored. So we only have to wait. Another character that I definitely want to get into, Tamaki.
Oh, Sun Eater.
Yes, Sun Eater himself. I have my thing for him.
Same.
I could probably switch between back and forth, but I'm only going to say this now. 3, 2, 1, A.
Yep.
Okay. I was tilting between S just because his backstory with Mirio and just their friendship is absolutely unbelievable. And it's like one of the best things that I like about season 4.
You know what?
You're switching it?
S.
You're switching it to S.
Chimera Kraken was pretty fucking badass, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah. His entire quirk is honestly really smart.
Is pretty fucking raw.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna push it up there.
I love that, and I even love the ship with Tamaki and Hato. Like, it goes honestly so well together. Those two would honestly be really good together. Tamaki's quirk is just great for certain situations, especially we saw when Aizawa was going to be stabbed at the end of the Deku and Overhaul fight. He came in with the swordfish. He stabbed the dude. So I'm like, oh, the swordfish actually paid off. So good job, Tamaki. But honestly, I just love like, oh, he's very shy. Not like he has what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like, he doesn't have any self-confidence in him a little bit. And that is kind of his weakness a little bit. Like, oh, if he tries to think too much of it.
of a very shy, not confident Sasuke.
Really?
And
Why is
that's
that?
why I like him. Because he looks like him, and like I said, the way he acts, he's like a very shy, non-confident Sasuke.
Hmm.
One without family issues.
Uh,
His whole family is alive. It's not, like I said, it's not a crazy similarity. It's like a reverse of Sasuke.
yeah. Next one we have Tenya Ida.
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen. I have my rank. Thinking about it long and hard.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, B. And why do you say A?
Costume.
Yeah.
His backstory.
I mean, you could say that
His
if
growth
we want to
from-
do costume ranks. Oh, that's a whole different
He
story.
just got the best costume.
Really? You're putting that on the spot right now. Ida has the best costume.
If Class 1A, yeah.
Better than Bakugo and Mirio.
I mean, it's not Class 1A. Bakugo.
Oh, you're just okay. You're just saying Class 1A.
And
then.
yes, I think he has a better costume than Bakugo. Bakugo just has gauntlets and a jumpsuit. Deku's in a fucking armored onesie.
Well, I wasn't saying anything about Deku, obviously.
I'm just saying Deku's in an armored onesie. Like, there's nothing really there, bro. This man is a running mecha, and I love it.
I love
And the
Ida.
name-
I love Ida's progression from season 2 and 3.
And the name?
Oh, yeah.
Ingenium.
I love.
It's fucking.
I don't know. Ida's been a really
He's an
kind of.
unmatched commander.
Ida's been a fan favorite with me since like season 2 and 3. Just like the overall mannerism. Yes.
Love Ida.
His dance in the festival was the funniest thing that I've ever seen throughout the entire show. Even with him and Stain was.
That was a good fight.
It was a good fight. It was a good character moment, good character realization. And just overall, like what those three went through was just great. It's like the whole entire arc was great. I do like how that, especially God, even in season 4, when Deku was just reeling over not being able to do anything to save Eri, Ida took Midoriya's advice of what he tried to do with him back in season 2. Is like, hey, if you ever need to talk, like I'm here, and that really, I love how they touched upon that. It was great.
And him and Todoroki giving them food.
It was a great scene. It was actually great.
I should have single tear. I was like,
and just overall, even when, even the rescue arc kind of a little bit when they were going to rescue Bakugo, Ida was on Midoriya the entire time. I think like they really grew Deku, and if you look at the beginning between them two, they've really grown as friends. You imagine like the first time that they met, like it was Ida telling Izuku to shut the hell up while
you with the scruffy
while
hair,
Mike was trying to talk or whatever.
You with the unkempt hair, please shut your mouth. You've been blabbering this entire time.
But yeah, I definitely do want to see more. And obviously, if Stain comes back, definitely want to see like a proper one-on-one fight if that does happen in the future.
Yeah.
Because there's no doubt about it. I believe Stain is coming back.
I'll guarantee it. I want to see Ida take him down by himself.
Obviously, the last two characters that we want to talk about, Vegeta and Goku themselves.
Okay.
Bakugo and Deku. So first, we want
to give an opinion on Vegeta and Goku, but you know.
Oh, please share.
Vegeta's better.
And why? And obviously, state your opinion.
I like Vegeta more. I mean,
because I really don't know their backstory, so I'm really curious.
I like Vegeta's. I felt like Goku has always had this just ability to unlock more, but that's not really what it is. Goku has just been training longer than Vegeta.
Yeah,
like in all honesty, and Vegeta's just trying to catch up. And like if you've watched Super, like Vegeta went blue, like Super Saiyan blue.
Yeah,
that took Goku fucking
forever
years to get, and then Vegeta just went and did it. After training with Whis for a little bit, it took Goku the 5 Saiyans to turn him into a Super Saiyan God to then turn into Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah.
And Vegeta just went like, "Nah, I don't need Super Saiyan God." He just skipped that whole part and just went Super Saiyan Blue, and I was like, "Bruh, this man is nutty." And I just like Chris Sabat. So
Oh yeah,
like
great voice
I
actor,
love Vegeta
amazing.
so much. I like the interaction between Goku and Vegeta. That and to me, like in most recent Dragon Ball, I almost said Super, but just Dragon Ball in general. Most recent, Goku just acts more dumb than what he was, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, what's a job? Bitch, you know what a job is. Shut the hell up. Like, you sound like a 16-year-old. Like, I don't know. Goku just sounds more dumb than what he used to.
Mm.
Like, yeah, he's supposed to sound dumb, but like, come on, man. I don't know.
But
I've always liked Vegeta.
I don't know if you guys could hear in the background the airplane staying alive, staying alive. And that's why I was dancing with it earlier. But we are going to be getting in to Bakugo. Now, I had to think about this a little bit
It's my number 2.
because I've been wanting to really like the number one person I've been really like had to be thinking about to rank is Bakugo because I have been back and forth with Bakugo throughout this entire series
my
on
rank on him.
certain. Oh, I know you do, but it's like it's obviously the like. Okay, I have my rank. Do I? Do I though? Hold on.
You guys are blowing up my phone. Everyone on fucking All for One, Sunny, fucking killing my phone right now.
Oh god.
Killing me.
Blowing up my phone too. All right, with Bakugo. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
S.
A. I knew you were gonna say that. Obviously, the reason why I say A, he is 110% one of my top 5 favorite heroes and characters in the series so far. Do I think he obviously has a lot to learn? Yes. One of the best traits that I like about him is he is a super, super smart person.
Mhm.
He is very smart. The way this dude thinks,
He may seem like super cocky and uptight, but
he
yeah,
backs it up
he
sometimes, like he does.
fucking is smart as shit. Even Momo said it on like the first combat exercise. He is smart as fuck.
I mean, we all know how that kind of ended, but obviously Bakugo kind of screwed himself a little bit. Well, on the way
But
Bakugo,
still, like the midair combat, the
no, yeah,
calculations he had to
but
do.
the way
like,
he went about it with Deku and just like the overall, like your team, like you're in a team and you're trying to protect the weapon or whatever. It's just he had a personal vendetta against Deku that he wanted to do,
they could have
and that was
easily won.
They would have if Bakugo didn't ruin it a little bit. Because I mean, congratulations to Ida, obviously, because obviously Momo said that Ida was the MVP.
I mean, had they just sat and defended the weapon, had Bakugo not even left, they would have easily won. There could have been nothing they would have been able to do to beat Bakugo and Ida.
But yeah, obviously this dude, like, he's super smart and his fight style is incredible. The way this dude moves his body in the air is amazing. The way he's able to change direction with his gauntlets is incredible. And especially improving his just like the AP shot and just hopefully, like, I'm excited for Heroes Rising, like, to see what else he does there. I know you're definitely excited as well. Sucks that we do have to wait till October,
It's
but
been a
hell,
while
it's
since I've seen it.
I
saw it
it's
once
gonna
when
be
first
worth
came
it.
out,
I guarantee you.
and
Hopefully,
I
like
catch more detail. But
but yeah, I put Bakugo at an A. Obviously, there's always room for more character development, especially for him. Hopefully, maybe in Heroes Rising, or depending on like how big Heroes Rising is, and obviously I know it's going to be huge. I do want him to kind of get like an Endeavor moment, just like at the end of season 4.
that's why I gave him an S, is because I know that Endeavor moment is coming.
Yeah.
I see so much Endeavor in him.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is why, like, I hope in like his second year or like this, like, well, because technically he hasn't done his work studies yet. So I hope he gets work studies with Todoroki at Endeavor's agency, because I think Bakugo could learn so much from Endeavor.
Yeah.
And I 100% believe Todoroki's going to be like, Bakugo, come with me to my dad's agency
I can see it.
for a work study. Like, I guarantee you that's something that's going to happen. And I
Yeah.
hope it does, because Bakugo could learn so much from Endeavor. Because I like from the start, I saw Bakugo.
We could maybe see it in season 5, hopefully.
Because from the start of the show, I saw Bakugo going down the same path as Endeavor.
Yeah.
From the start. So with him already giving growth now, and I hope after seeing Endeavor's fight, against High End, I hope that, he changes a little bit more, and he started to grow more with, Deku and All Might, but I really want him and Todoroki to go to Endeavor's agency, do a work study, because he could learn so much from Endeavor.
Yeah.
So much.
Obviously, that's where we rank Bakugo, and now for the grand finale, we got to talk about Deku, the main protagonist. Had to think about it a little bit. Thought I had my clear tier. I don't know if you do. I have it.
I don't want to give him an S, but I don't want to give him an A.
I'm just ranking him where he is, where we left off at season 4 currently right now.
We'll do it, and then I'll give my honest opinion. So, well, let's hear your rank, and then I have to explain.
I am ranking him an A.
An A, okay.
Obviously, he still has a lot to learn. A lot to learn.
I want to give him a B.
Really?
Because of how much he has to learn, and well, he's grown a lot from first season.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And not being,
definitely.
Just kind of whammo about it, and being more careful.
Yeah.
But it's just like his mentality's changed. He has gotten a lot of character development. But I don't like giving main protagonists the highest rank,
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Secondary characters, because it's bullshit in my opinion. Not every character is amazing.
Yeah.
Not every protagonist is the greatest. Deku is a good character, don't get me wrong. I love Deku. I want to do a cosplay as Doomfist Deku. But I don't know. I see his potential.
Yeah.
I don't want him to become like All Might, though.
No,
I
don't think he will either.
Own hero, inspired by All Might. Like, I want him to keep the smashes and stuff like that,
because he does that in Tribute.
Yeah. I want him to keep the smashes and stuff like that, because I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
but I want him to come up with his own versions of it. I want him to come up with his own, and he has. He's come up with his own versions of the smashes. He's comes up with his own fighting style. I want to see more growth in Deku. I want to see more development, because I know that there is so much more to that character than what meets the eye.
Yeah.
I know that power within him is so much more than just a power up.
Yeah.
Like,
way more.
Oh my god. Like, I have a huge fucking theory on it.
But yeah, I rank him obviously at an A.
I'll give him an A.
You'll give it an A?
I'll give him an A.
Obviously just the way he is able to motivate everyone. Everybody takes him as inspiration. Motivation. The way he's a great planner, and he's that's one of the number one things why I kind of hit it off with the character is just with his he's able to take amazing notes, takes notes on his peers, his opponents, everything. He has a good he's a really good mindset going into something. He's a really good thinker. Especially really in the moment. But obviously with the quirk-wise, it's going to obviously expand a lot more, because obviously you could say whatever you want about, able to defeat Overhaul, but obviously he could not defeat Overhaul without Eri. So luckily he was able to. And obviously he stated, if he was not able to defeat Overhaul...
I see a bad thing happening with that.
Oh, I know. I was looking at it constantly, but I obviously...
the box starting to bend, and I was like,
Obviously, if Eri wasn't there, he probably would have been dead. Obviously,
I guarantee you Deku would have died if he didn't have Eri.
I think I even stated it a couple reactions ago. Imagine if All Might met Overhaul before he met All for One. How do you think that would have ended?
Oh, if it was like Overhaul before, like when Overwood and him fought,
Yeah.
I don't know. It probably would have been rough.
Yeah, it would have been rough. He probably would have caused his retirement before All for One. Or maybe like he would have probably caused his retirement first, to be honest. Or he probably would have died, to be honest.
I mean, either way, the first villain, either Overhaul or All for One, causes his retirement because when they fight, that's when he retires. So like either
Yeah, that
one,
is true. Yeah.
I would have said, he probably would have died because all
Yeah.
it takes is one touch from Overhaul and you're dead.
Yeah.
So with All Might not knowing the full scale of his power,
Yeah.
I don't think, All Might would have lived.
Yeah, it's
But I
true.
also wish All Might didn't retire and still had, some of his power and then fought at the rescue of Aerie.
Yeah.
Because then he probably would have died. Like Night Eye foresaw.
Mm.
And it kind of would have been like another thing for Deku to just pick up his game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want All Might to die. I'm not saying that I want him to.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he will either, but unless, because like you said, we don't know. Now, I actually thought of a theory the other day. Do you see, well, actually, here, I'll say it. I could maybe see in the future Overhaul maybe coming back to capture Aerie and use her once she, Overhaul gets word, like, oh, she's able to use, or not use, but manage her quirk now. And Overhaul will kind of use Aerie to rewind him to when he had his quirk, because obviously they took both of his arms. So he's technically quirkless now without his arms, because that's where his quirk kind of relies from, unless he's able to do some weird type of mutation shit or some shit. But
where the man just goes barefoot.
That also is
on his hands because like he can't use his his fingers anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe using his feet.
But yeah, that's
like a skin graft, over the prosthetics. So that way, technically, it is his skin.
Yeah, I could see it. But that's where we so far rank all the characters of My Hero Academia. That is only up until season 4. I know I can definitely feel there's going to be a drastic shift when it comes to season 5. And I can know damn well it's going to be either a drastic shift with 3 characters, Mirio, Deku, and Bakugo. 3 of those characters, I feel like, are going to be a drastic shift when season 5 comes around.
It's going to be 4. Add All Might to that list.
Yeah.
If you're going to add villains, add Shigaraki. I have a feeling he's going to start playing more of a role.
Yeah. I think I was just only going off the characters that we kind of discussed about. But yeah, definitely. Shigaraki's number 1, first of all, because, like, not even only Shigaraki, but which is all the villains, the League of Villains. We're going to get hopefully more insight with them. Like, I'm interested, obviously, exploring Dabi's backstory, Toga's backstory. Hell, I would love to see Compress's backstory.
Yes, actually, yeah.
But
I would love to see Compress's backstory.
But we'll get to that in the villain ranks. But right now, we are going to be going into the arcs real quick. I'm only going to be listing off mainly the top 5 arcs, kind of that have been kind of big so far. The number 1 arc that I am starting off with, the camp arc.
Okay.
I have to think about this because this is kind of big, because this kind of goes into, I believe, the rescue as well.
Yeah,
like this entire thing.
It goes 1 for all and all for one.
I have it. I have it.
I have mine.
I feel like yours is going to be different. And I'm going to look at you and be like, really? All right. 3, 2, 1,
B.
S.
I was going to say A, actually. But
really?
Yeah.
Please explain.
Not a lot happened, really. Like, I mean, yeah, the villains attack. It's the first time for the Vanguard,
and I'm counting the first 12. Right? Yeah, first 12 episodes of season 3. Like, with the rescue and everything. I'm counting
Oh,
all
you're
that.
counting?
Yeah, I'm
I
counting
thought you were
all that.
just counting the camp.
No, because that's kind of the entire arc.
Well, that's. I think that's different
I don't.
because the camp is totally different than the rescue.
I mean, all I
That's like
saw.
part 2.
I mean, if we're just counting the camp, I would say yeah, obviously B. But if you want to count kind of everything,
If we're
I'm
gonna
saying
count the
S.
whole
Yeah.
thing, I'd probably say A because you have to take in. Well, you have to take into account the whole camp arc. You know, majority
Yeah,
of
it
those
can't just.
points.
Yeah, it can't be all like
Majority of those
amazing.
points are coming from the All for One fight. Like that's where a majority of my A points are coming from. Is
Yeah.
that you know the camp kind of tanks it for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a good arc. Like I liked it.
The
But
moment with Deku and Muscular was great.
yeah, Deku and
Obviously.
Muscular's fight was good, and you know it was just it was a lot more running and less information, which you know it does make sense. You know,
Yeah.
it was the first time the Vanguard Action Squad came in, so it was their debut, and
Yeah.
Dabi, you know, came up and was fucking shit up, and you know we had Tetsu and Kendo go and fight the guy, you know, who had the gas.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had a whole lot of people debut.
Yeah.
But to me, there was just way too much stuff, way too little information,
Yeah.
which is fine. That's okay. But I would give it like a B for just the camp.
Okay.
And it'd be like a middle to low B. So I guess the rescue would probably camp it up to a high A, low S.
Okay. I could see it.
But yeah, I don't know. The
I
camp
think
arc
just
was
with
good, but
like
it was
the introduction to like the before League of Villains was really cool. Deku and Muscular was a great character moment for Deku.
Mm-hmm.
He nearly almost freaking died because he used 100%, and obviously like he still has the scars for the rest of his life. We got the most chilling introduction
used
to
him over like 110 or something like that.
possibly.
Because
But
100% when he used it, it just broke his bones. But the second time was permanent damage.
yeah,
So I think he went like 110, like All Might did against Nomu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly like the most chilling introduction that I've ever seen to a character. All for one, the music, everything, just it went perfect with his character. Especially the first time when we actually, and he, like I said, it was like ever since we posted, and we're recording this on Sunday today, which is our usual recording day, so we're kind of just chilling. Had a lot of people talking about what you kind of theorized about Best Genus being the high end Nomu. A lot of people were discussing it. A lot of people did not ever hear that before, so it was kind of good to like hear.
Well, that's good that I finally came up with something that no one else did.
Yeah. But there is a lot of people that are saying, oh, maybe like, or like they said in the sub that, like he's like, it was different. It was proving in the sub that he actually is alive. I can't remember what the actual comment said or whatever, but they were saying like, oh, in the sub, it was different. Like the line was different.
Because Dub said he was missing.
Yeah.
Like he was missing in action.
Yeah.
Like still hasn't, shown up.
I can't remember if it was in the dub or the sub when they said he was on a hiatus, but
yeah, on hiatus.
Yeah,
he's missing, but he's not there. He's not present.
Like personally,
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but overall, I think that arc was the fight with All Might and All for One. It was amazing way for All Might to go out. Luckily, he did. Honestly, I like going into it, knowing that we were gonna get that fight. I had the worst feeling that All Might was gonna die, and it would be that point because, like, for obviously Deku to be stronger, and obviously it would have meant more if All Might did die, because it obviously would have meant a lot more. But still, All Might is still here to give that inspiration of like, hey, it's your turn. I'm obviously not here like in the hero boards anymore, but I am with you, like to help you on the side or just help you progress. But overall, that arc was really nice. This one kind of maybe in the same boat, I would feel like with me, but I have to maybe think about it. The USJ arc, the attack on the USJ. I could probably switch between two.
I could switch between two.
I got
No, I got a
mine.
good one. Yeah, I can agree with this. I can be solid on this.
3, 2, 1,
Hey,
B.
it was the debut of, the League of Villains. It was Shigaraki's debut, Kirigiri's debut,
The first
the
Nomu we
first
ever saw.
Nomu,
Yeah, that
uh,
shit was
All
crazy.
Mights plus Ultra.
Yeah,
His first time, fucking whamming on somebody,
yeah.
and not
It was
like
the first time with the UA kids experiencing against actual
Yeah.
villains,
We got to see 13. We got to see Aizawa fight.
which was Aizawa got messed up against the
Yeah.
Nomu.
We got
My
to see the
God.
students, working together and fighting, villains and
Yeah,
them in action. I would give it an A. I mean, it was a good arc. There was a lot of action. It was a lot of information. You learned a lot about the characters that were there. Yeah, I mean, it led into so much.
yeah,
The only reason I didn't like the camp arc is because it went from major conflict to another major conflict like immediately.
that is
Like maybe
true.
3 episodes and it was another major conflict.
Yeah,
And I was like, we just stopped at the stoplight and you're already trying to go 100. Like, calm down. I didn't like that at all.
yeah. There really wasn't like
There was
there was
zero
there was a
downtime.
little bit of a stop, but it was like a 1 episode stop.
Yeah, and
That was it.
That's
It was
why
it
I
was the
didn't
student,
like it.
or it was maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but it was them at the hospital, and
that
it was like them kind of going back and forth, like, "Hey, should we do this?" Oh, kind of Deku thinking about it. Kirishima was like, "Oh," he was like, obviously was feeling responsible that like, oh, he felt like he couldn't do anything. Ida trying to watch both of them or just all of them.
Right. But the USJ, yeah, I'd give it an A. I thought it was a very good arc. I absolutely loved it. It was the first major arc in the entire series,
Mm.
and it had a really big impact on me. That's the arc that actually got me hooked on the series, was that arc. So, I mean, that series is that arc is what got me to watch the rest of the series.
The next arc, which kind of really, I can't tell which arc kind of hooked me, but I know this is hopefully one of them. The UA Sports Festival arc.
Sports Festival was good.
I could go back
know what
between
rank I'm
2
gonna give
Bs.
it, and that's
Or, I
just
mean,
kind of
2
because I have
things.
to.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, B. I could go between B or A with this
Same.
one.
The only reason I gave it B is because I've been giving a lot of A's.
Yeah.
So I kind of gotta tone it down, not to just be like, statistical. Oh, I gave this many. No, well, it just feels uneven to me. It feels like I'm favoriting everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, no, I really like it. It was good.
It was good character development for Uraraka. Really good character. I feel like it really
For Shoto and Midoriya.
Obviously. Yeah,
I
both
liked
of them.
Shinso's debut.
Oh, God,
His reasoning, his whole fucking, well, not his whole backstory, but majority of his backstory. His
enough
reasoning.
for people to get behind the character and actually feel for him.
And to show that not everybody can get into the hero course because they're quirk.
Yeah.
Because of the way the tests are set up. There are so many good people, or there are so many good characters out there with, good quirks to become good heroes, but they can't get into the hero course because of the way the test is set up.
Yeah.
And I liked that. I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. There probably is a lot of quirks out there. Like, I mean, Aizawa. Fucking, what does his quirk do against robots?
That is true.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, he had to beat his fucking way in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't use his quirk at all. He had to use manpower to get in. He didn't have the benefit of using a quirk.
Yeah.
Like, it showed that it is so much harder for those students who don't have a quirk built like that for combat, but they are just as good of a hero, if not better.
Yeah.
And I really want to see more of Shinso so bad.
Oh,
he's actually a character I
hopefully
want to see more
we will
of.
in season 5. Hopefully,
I'd actually like to see more of him than Mirio in season 5.
Well, yeah. I mean, there really isn't, because I feel like season 4 was obviously Mirio's season. Obviously, I think I just want to see him how he is going through just not being in UA or whatever.
I want to see more of Shinso than I do Bakugo in season 5.
That's debatable, but
because
hopefully
I really want to see his development, and
I want to see Bakugo's development as well. But
I do
depending
too.
on how Heroes Rising goes, but
I do too. But Bakugo's also in 1A. We see him all the time.
That's true.
Shinso,
yeah.
we don't ever get to see.
Yeah,
that's why I'm like, I'd rather see more Shinso than Bakugo because we see Bakugo all the time. Like, I think it's only fair. He's a fucking good character. Aizawa's behind him. I guarantee you, Aizawa's gonna be teaching him.
Next,
I can see a lot of Aizawa in him. I can see
Oh
Aizawa
yeah,
taking.
definitely.
I can see Aizawa taking Shinso under his wing, like All Might took Deku under his wing. I can 100% see it. I see a lot of similarities between the two characters, and especially the way that Aizawa talked about Shinso in the
Yeah.
sports festival. I guarantee you,
I think
Aizawa's going to do. More
was it
teaching for
him talking about Shinso or him talking about Bakugo?
It was him talking about Shinso. How some
yeah.
some quirks don't benefit you in the exam, and that way they don't make it in, and they need to adjust the test.
Oh yeah, when he was
Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
I definitely see. I bet $100 fucking on it that Aizawa is going to teach Shinso. Either in 1A, he's going to get him into 1A, or it's going to be like outside of class or some shit. I fucking guarantee it. I see so much in that character with Aizawa. I see so much.
We are going into hopefully I think maybe 2 or 3 more arcs, probably 2 arcs. Another person that definitely want to see more of, the Hero Killer Stain arc. This is the one I've been wanting to.
Ooh, Hero Killer arc. Okay.
Yeah, Hero Killer arc. I got mine. 3, 2, 1, A. Why do you say B? Seemed like you really liked it. Or
I did.
Like, yeah.
I did really like it.
Yeah.
It was very short. That's why I didn't like it. That was
true.
the huge killer. That was like 3 episodes. And I'm like, bro, what? Every other fucking arc was like 6.
Yeah.
I'm like, you give me this badass character.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he's done in 1 fucking episode? Like his fight scene is 1 episode, and that's it? Yeah. Like, come on now. Like he's a
It was
big
mostly
fucking
2
boy.
episodes, but yeah, his introduction and everything. It was really only 3, maybe even 4 episodes.
For the entire arc. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, like, come on. That's a huge fucking character. You're throwing in someone who has a totally different ideology, who's like changing the fucking world with his, mentality.
He changed the way villains he basically changed the villains kind of a little bit.
He changed society entirely.
Yeah. Obviously he inspired Spinner as well. Like he inspired him, and obviously he inspired others.
The man who changed society more than All for One's fight. Like, I mean, when All for One coming back and no one like flipped their caps, but Stain shows up and everyone's like, "Oh my god, the fucking world is ending." You're only gonna give him 3 episodes? I was like, bro, what the fuck? I love the
Hopefully
arc,
they're setting up something big.
Hopefully he comes back, because I trust me, I fucking love the arc. I have a poster of Stain downstairs.
Oh yeah, he has a poster of like the actual fight.
I love Stain, but I was very, very upset that it was only 3 episodes.
Yeah. I'll get into it since we just kind of got a little bit over it. The Pro Hero arc with Endeavor. I really gotta think about this.
Have mine.
All right, I got mine. 3, 2, 1, A.
S.
Got in with an S. Please explain.
Endeavor's growth, man. Like that 180 turnaround from being how he was to actually wanting to be a good father. To like, I have a lot of like connection with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could see it.
Like personally, like, my dad making a turnaround in his life to wanting to be more in mine, and
that
make
makes
a
sense.
Connection with me. I felt that when Endeavor wanted to change and become a better person and a better hero for his son. Like, I felt that.
Yeah.
So not only do I have a personal connection, but I also have a lot of respect for Endeavor, because my dad gained a lot of I gave my dad a lot of respect for turning around his life too. So he got a lot of respect for me, and I fucking loved Endeavor because I Bakugo and Endeavor. I fucking love the 2 characters.
Yeah.
I don't blame the guy for, marriage, quirk marriaging.
No,
trying to get a mix between the perfect 2 because of his.
That's honestly something I want them to explore in the future. I actually want them to.
He had a powerful fucking quirk, and and his problem was overheating. So I don't see a problem with,
which I didn't know about until he was fighting High End.
Yeah, and it's just, well, I mean, he talked about it a little bit in the Stain arc. He was like, "Oh, I'm overheating. I can't use my flames too much."
It's been a while since I've seen the Stain arc. I gotta watch it.
He was
again.
like, I'm using my flames too. I can't use my flames too much or I'll overheat.
Yeah,
he talked about it a little bit,
okay,
but it didn't come seriously until High End. But like, marrying to get someone who has an ice quirk to balance your power, that's smart.
Yeah,
like I would do that.
Yeah,
if I could find someone who could balance up my quirk and make my child even stronger to be the best hero, fuck yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't force it, but like
No.
I would do my absolute best to try and have that. And the way he went about it, I didn't support, but
Yeah.
his growth in that arc is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved that arc. Then it brought in Hawks. I fucking
Oh
love
yeah,
Hawks.
oh
Fucking
man,
love Hawks.
we got to see more of him, and
Oh, I
hopefully
love
we will.
Hawks. He's so cool. I love him so much.
I really do love his
I love his
quirk.
costume.
I love his costume. I love his quirk, and I just like the way that he acts.
I love him too. Yeah, just his base character.
I'm
I fucking
really
love him.
I definitely want to see. I don't know if he is in. No, it wouldn't make sense for him to be in Vigilance.
He is.
He is in Vigilance.
Hawks
really.
is in Vigilantes.
I really want to see his
Hawks,
progress.
Aizawa, and All Might are in Vigilantes.
I want to see his progress, because I obviously I explained he was the first one to crack the top 10 before he hit 20. So I wanna see that. Like,
youngest person.
Yeah, it's really intriguing.
Yeah, him, Aizawa, All Might, and I think Midnight are in Vigilantes. I don't know when, but I know they are because I was looking for the characters list because I forgot the name of Knuckle Duster, and I looked up characters list Vigilantes and I saw all of them, and I was like, all right, well, there's a spoiler.
But yeah, that overall arc, it was a really good way to end off season 4. I honestly thought Endeavor did die, which you could even see go back into the reaction. My
So I was fucking with
jaw
you
was on the ground.
So I was fucking with you on it too. I was like, rip Endeavor.
I was not expecting that, but
neither was I or Coda.
Overall, that arc was really great. And I do want to end off with, hopefully you and me can agree, and it is my personal favorite, the Overhaul arc. I already have my rank.
Yep, same.
3, 2, 1, SS. Fuck off. It's an SS for me.
It's definitely the best.
The entire beginning of season 4 was everything that I wanted.
Are you counting the festival?
No, just
the
first
just the
13 episodes.
Or
I'll include 14 with Night Eye's death.
Just the rescue and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah, that entire thing with Overhaul's introduction, killing Magna, asserting himself hey, especially to the League, hey, I'm a badass.
Man straight up just walked in and went.
He came in with his crew and was like, do not mess with me.
Yeah.
Do not.
Straight up just walked in and was like, suck it.
It's and just with Eri and just even with you now knowing what he was actually doing and the impact that it had on Mirio and Deku, it's just overall, that arc was one of the greatest arcs that I've seen in that show. Overhaul. That dude is up there with All For One as one of the baddest mofos that I've ever seen in my life.
Definitely.
The way he came in and just asserted himself hey, I'm the top dog. Everybody better listen up because I am about to change the game for society, and I'm about to wreak havoc. And obviously at that time, being surprised that you didn't even know what Overhaul was doing with Eri, which obviously shocked not even only me seeing it for the first time, but especially you. The raid on the Hasaikai, just overall, that entire arc was absolutely unbelievable. It captured me probably the most emotional I'll ever get so far in the show, depending on what goes forward, especially with Night Eye's death and just Mirio losing his quirk. Obviously, I know there is hope for the future with Mirio, but just a character that I've kind of grown fond of throughout the entire season, just especially learning his friendship, exploring his friendship with him and Tamaki and what he means to him and everything. It was great, and I kind of want to know your thoughts about the arc.
I mean, I don't really have much to say. I mean, you pretty much said it all. There's nothing really more that I could add on to it, in all honesty.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have loved to hear what Coda would have thought of it, because to be honest, Coda would have probably maybe said the same thing. But obviously, we both say S. Absolutely incredible arc. Hopefully, maybe the Meta Liberation arc or wherever arc that comes into the future, we are hopefully could be better.
When that comes in, but it does sound interesting.
It sounds interesting, and it even though I said in the reaction, if it goes the same way it did, the same kind of style and tone or whatever that the raid had, doing the time frames and everything, I want to see one of that again, because that entire thing was incredible. But that is our thoughts on all of the arcs so far. Obviously, we do have our favorites. Definitely express your favorites down in the comments down below on what arcs were definitely your favorite and what you are looking forward to as well. Our lax ranks we will be getting into, and then we'll obviously get into the Q&A, are the villains. We're going to be going over a little bit of the villains. Obviously, mainly only the main ones. We're going to talk. We'll save them for the end, but we're going to talk about Stain. We're going to talk about Stain for the first one. I got mine. I do have mine.
Right, mine.
3, 2, 1, S.
Changed the game.
He did.
He's the one who started, all of this bullshit, and kind of changed the whole world. Everyone's outlook. It wasn't just Japan that this was affected. I figured it went across the whole globe.
Yeah.
You got to think there's a whole fucking world.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually interested to see how the heroes are in the U.S., which I know it touches on it in Vigilantes.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if they'll ever talk about it more in the main anime. I hope that they bring up the U.S., especially with All Might, like young All Might and stuff like that in the U.S.
Yeah.
And, that whole process. But
obviously, we got a little bit of backstory with Stain. I want to see. Obviously, we all want him to return and hopefully maybe interact with anybody else. Can you imagine if he'll do anything? Do you think he will impact Bakugo in any way, or do you think that kind of interaction will be kind of interesting?
I think it would be interesting to see Bakugo and Stain go at each other. I'd like to see what Stain thinks of Bakugo.
Yeah.
Because he's always like, only a true hero, will be able to kill me. So I'm curious if Bakugo qualifies, because I don't know.
I would really have to think about that. Yeah, definitely.
Because middle school Bakugo just wanted to be rich and famous. He's like, I'll be the most richest hero.
I'll be the best hero
Yeah,
of all time. I'll pass everyone.
I'll surpass All Might.
Yeah.
That was more about fame and glory, and I'm curious about how his view on number one is now. Especially after seeing Endeavor.
Oh, yeah. How do you think Stain will kind of see Endeavor as? Do you think probably the same way as Bakugo, or maybe different?
I think Stain will have a better opinion of Endeavor. I think Stain will give him the thumbs up.
I could see it. Stain obviously did change the game, and we are definitely looking for him to return, but that is basically what we think of Stain. Another person that ever since I saw him visually, I've just been like, whoa. Especially the first time I seen him was just like, whoa. We are going to be talking about Dabi. Rank on Dabi. What we've just seen so far.
I have mine.
I have mine. 3, 2, 1, B. Okay. I could probably go maybe back and forth, but I just said B so far, just with we really haven't gotten any backstory so far yet. Hopefully we will. His quirk is
more for potential.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm hoping like if the theories are true and if it goes down that route, then definitely like the rank will be higher. I just say B so far. Is like obviously his quirk, very potential. His overall look and just the way he acts as kind of like a little leader, like the original leader of the Vanguard Action Squad a little bit. Just I want to see where they go with that. Basically, I kind of say B just for the potential a little bit. You have anything to say on Dabi?
Not really. No. In all honesty, I there's not really a lot to say about him. You've kind of said it on him.
I know we kind of touched on him a little bit in the last one, but Overhaul. I kind of maybe said about you, but do you have anything to say about Overhaul?
I mean, the dude's motives are,
yeah,
are Stain level, game changing.
Yeah.
To fix the world, to kind of put it in a cycle of no quirks anymore.
Yeah.
Completely remove quirks. The want to do that. To not even have heroes or villains, to just go back to the way the world was.
Yeah.
that is a massive mentality shift
Mm.
to how the world, is.
Yeah,
But
obviously, well, I have mine. I assume me and you have the same rank for overall, right? Or do you have yours yet?
I have mine.
3, 2, 1,
A.
S. Oh,
Like I didn't know. It's either A or S. I don't want to give out
we
too
could
many.
always,
I don't want to give
yeah.
out too many S's.
I think it was just like I'm
He,
still
he's
reeling
he's
over the
he's a
arc. It was
great
great.
villain. Like I love him. He is amazing. Like I said, he's extremely versatile in the way he uses his quirk. He's very creative, very
Yeah.
smart, very quick. It's definitely one thing that where he gets a lot of points is his intelligence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Next one. Oh, I'm gonna have one hell of a time doing this one, but twice. I have my rank for him.
I have mine.
3, 2, 1, A.
A.
Ever
Great character.
since
Love
when
him.
I saw him when they were raiding the campsite, I've been in love with Twice
Huge
ever
Deadpool
since.
vibes. Huge Deadpool vibes.
He is Deadpool. He's 110% Deadpool.
Except just total villain.
Even with his backstory, it's a pain, and still even what he went through with at the end of, or even during the raid on the Hisaikai, and he almost splitting himself into a little bit. I don't know. He progressed, especially in season 4, and I loved the little narration that he gave at the end of season 3. With him, basically, it is his backstory. His backstory is just so terrible.
Mhm.
Like it's so sad that he thinks of himself like he thinks he's not sure if he is a clone or the real person, which is just it's sad.
Which to me
Obviously,
doesn't really make any sense. Because if the original died, all of them would.
but then again, wasn't the original tied up in a chair while the rest of them were killing themselves?
Yeah, he was tied up in
Yeah.
the chair. And all of the other ones disappeared. They all turned to muck.
Yeah.
Which means that none of those other ones were the real one. Because the real body would still be there.
I think it's just maybe like, can you imagine you being tied up and basically seeing, like, let's say 20 of yourself killing themselves?
No, trust me, it's
So-
it's a fucked image.
Oh,
But
I know.
I don't think I would get that mental trauma. I think I would get like a different PTSD.
Yeah.
I don't think my trigger would be, I don't know if I'm real or not. I think my trigger would be like, I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah. I
I've
think it's
seen
just the
so much
thing that
murder.
just what happened to him. Just I don't know. It did really something like mentally. Like I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely have
Like
mental
I could
issues,
see
too.
it why he would think that. Oh, 100%. Well, obviously people are saying like, oh, why would you think that if you are like you are the real one because you were tied up and you saw 20 of your clones
Yeah,
killing
and all of
themselves.
the clones turned to muck, which means that they were clones.
Yeah. But it's just something I maybe hopefully they'll explore it maybe even more because I would always love to see any more character development with Twice. It's just whatever went through in his mind, and I could not imagine anyone experiencing that ever. But I could definitely see why he would think that. But definitely, I've loved Twice ever since, and I'm really excited to see him, especially with the next person. I am going to say that he's had a pretty good relationship so far, and I want to see more of Miss Himiko Toga.
I hate Toga. I hate
Obviously, he has gripes about Toga and how she is, or just her quirk or whatever.
I hate Toga.
I have my rank. 3. Wait, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. B.
C
C.
or D. I don't know.
Really? And that's well.
I think she's a shitty tsundere, like, or yandere. My bad.
Yonder, yeah.
She's a shitty yandere.
So
like-
you don't kind of see any. You're not looking for like anything in the future, any
Nope.
potential. Nothing.
Don't like her. I don't like her character.
Hmm.
I don't like her power. I fucking hate blood. So I don't like the fact that she drinks blood to
To
get her
transform.
power. No, I don't like that. I don't know. What could be changed about her. I just think it's her. It's just okay, so her mentality I totally misunderstood, but now I understand it a little more, and I think you're the one who explained it to me
Mm.
a little better on how her whole appreciation of someone is she literally wants to become that
Become the
person,
person that
like
she
drink their
loves.
blood and become that person.
Yeah.
And not just like, oh, be like that person. No, literally
Literally be
physically
that
become
person.
that
That's
person.
yeah. When I first
Like,
kind of thought about that, it was crazy when I
it's
thought about it, but it made sense.
yeah, it makes sense. It is, you know, crazy bitch mentality,
Yeah.
If she fits the book, a crazy bitch, but I just I just don't like the character.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. I just don't
Obviously
like
you
Toga.
said C. Obviously I say B just for I like the look of the character. Definitely gives off
Look, her
some
style is
cat vibes. I like that like her quirk is really interesting. Like really interesting. Um sucks that with me, I know probably I like when she was Deku, did you kind of figure it out right off the bat like oh it was Toga at the end when you first saw it?
I was confused and I was like, wait. And then she switched out and I was like, I thought it. I thought about it.
Like so far like
Because
what
I
I've
knew
seen
Deku
reaction
was I knew Deku was fighting Overhaul. And I'm like,
yeah,
how
well,
the fuck is he on the surface? And I'm like, no, something's going on. Either twice or I thought it was either twice or it was Toga.
mm,
I didn't think it was Toga for sure, but I thought it was either one of those two because they were both on scene.
yeah.
And I was like, how the fuck does this man get on surface and he's unscathed?
Yeah.
Like I knew Deku was hurt.
I give her a B just for like I want to see her backstory, just like all the rest of the members of the League of Villains.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more.
Because
Maybe my score will go up.
especially like her during middle school and like what happened to her that made her like escape from escape from high school.
Some people just born crazy, dog.
No, like well, I would assume there would have been an actual accident unless she killed someone or something because she's still in her high school uniform. And that's probably like the only uniform she's ever been in. So like obviously she ran away from home and just like I want to know what kind of happened, huh?
She was in Shiketsu's.
I just want to see how she kind of grew up and just how her like what was she the same? I feel like she maybe tried to act normal. Like maybe her parents discovered that she had this blood kind of like quirk that resolved around blood, and obviously that freaked them out. It's like, oh, we want you to act normal. We want you to act like
Maybe
a normal
she was
girl.
Foster home.
That could be true. Like, I mean,
broken home kind of thing.
Yeah, that could be true. Like I said, I'm eager to see it.
Mm-hmm. I'm eager to see her backstory.
But yeah, that's where we kind of stand on Himiko Toga. Definitely want to see a lot of her. This one I definitely want to get into. Mr. Gentle Criminal. I really have to think about this because we just got off of him, and I'm still kind of reeling from it.
See, now, I don't remember, but I swear in the sub, Gentle talked about him being a student at UA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a student at UA.
Yeah.
And he's like, what could have happened to Deku, or what could happen to Deku?
So what could have happened? Like what? Yeah, even Deku stated like what could have happened to him. Yeah, it could have been me.
Yeah.
I have my rank for him.
I have mine.
3, 2, 1,
S.
A. Damn it! I was really while the
quirk,
countdown. I know while the countdown was going
usage,
on, I was going to say S, but I'm like shit.
His quirk, his usage, his thought process, his whole mentality. It's not to be a bad guy. It's to show, the bad guys to society. Like the companies and to do not evil crimes, but to commit crimes to reveal the crimes that companies are committing and other things that are going on that the people aren't realizing. It's just, I love his whole character. I love his quirk. I love his dynamic with why can't I think of her name? La Brava.
Yeah, La Brava. Yeah.
I love his whole get up the whole YouTuber style thing. I think
Yeah.
it's amazing. Like I said, I absolutely love the character. That's why
I
think
do.
he was
I
an S.
love him too. He's honestly he's up there in my obviously he's up there in my top
And when
5.
he's boosted by Labrava, bro, he's
That's it's OP.
Deku could barely fucking keep up.
Yeah.
The only reason he could is because of his training and his gauntlets.
Obviously I could have it's either A or S. This character was absolutely amazing when I first saw him, and obviously his backstory is so terrible. Like it's like
just
even
tried to
still
help.
thinking about it, yeah, he tried to help, even though that wasn't in the right mind the smart thing to do, because obviously he doesn't have his license. But it's just the fact like you hate to be in that moment, in that situation where you try to do the right thing, but then the public, you get seen as an enemy to the public. And it not only, like, obviously, we saw, like, there was graffiti on his, like, outside of his house, calling him trash and everything. Even his parents kind of turning on him, his mom turning on him, and just being overall forgotten about. It is the worst. I would think it's the worst feeling in the world. And then just him just go the one thing that you can do is just become like a villain, or a criminal or whatever.
Yeah.
But I really probably number one things I want to see in season 5. I want to see the return of Gentle. Maybe not even maybe the second half of season 5 or definitely season 6. I want to see. You were talking about a redemption arc for Endeavor. I want to see a redemption arc with Gentle so much because that character damn well does deserve it.
Yeah. I could see Deku trying to help him, trying to turn his life around.
Just, oh man, it's such a great character. Honestly, a good backstory. And we are down to the last 2 villains, which are the big villains.
Imagine that gentle hero.
Gentle hero. We obviously going to get into. You know what? I'm going to switch it up. We're going to get into All for One first.
Oh, you're saving Shigaraki for last?
I'm saving Shigaraki for the last one. I was going to do Shigaraki first, but, like, Shigaraki, man, he's got the next season. Shit.
All right, well, I have mine for, like,
I have mine. 3, 2, 1, S.
In all honesty, I'd say SS. He's fucking...
Oh, yeah.
He is
absolutely, yeah.
over the top.
Mhm.
I mean, this man, Night Eye might have had foresight, but this man has, he
sees,
the future.
like, you think Night Eye...
He doesn't see the future, he makes it.
Yeah, he makes you see death. That's what Deku said, and he made when All for One got introduced in the post-credit scene, Deku was like, this dude literally made us feel and see death right before our eyes, like right there.
Mm-hmm. No, this man, instead of making you see the future, he makes the future. Like,
yes.
He molds it to what he wants.
Yep.
Like, that's how powerful this man is.
Mm-hmm. This dude.
I mean, it took what 8 users of One for All to even put a fucking dent in him.
Yeah.
8 users to even put a dent in him, and even then, he's still fucking kicking after All Might.
So I would like. Well, that's my question. Have all the users of One for All kind of had at least a little bit of an encounter with All for One?
All Might says all the previous users have died. It is destined.
Via All for One.
Wow. It is destined.
Or One for All.
He said that it is your destiny as a carrier of One for All to fight All for One.
Damn it.
It is destiny. Every previous user has died.
I can't wait to see and explore like the other 8.
See, yeah. I had Nana's quirk spoiled to me. I already know what it is.
I gotta look at it again,
yeah,
but
yeah. I had it spoiled to me. I already know what it is. I'm not gonna say it unless you want to know. But
why not? Yeah, why not?
It's float.
So she's float. She can float, or she can make other things float, like a rocket.
All I know is that she can float.
Okay.
All I know is that it's called float, and I assumed that she can float, which is why I wanted to say things with 100% or infinite 100%. Is that why I was saying I think he's already unlocked one of the other quirks, is because he was just floating. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like constantly kicking and dashing and da-da-da. There was nothing to fucking kick off of.
That's, yeah.
Like, everyone was saying, oh, he's constantly kicking and shit. I mean, yeah, maybe, the air blasts, but Remember when All Might was fucking doing the air blasts in the sky? It was causing massive destruction to the city. Not a single fucking building was, smashed where he didn't want a building smashed.
Yeah.
He even cracked the fucking concrete flying around.
Jeez, yeah.
I dead ass think Deku was using float. I
could have been.
100% think Deku was using float.
Unless any of the other users have a special quirk that
can fly or something.
Yeah, can fly or
but
whatever.
I think Nana's,
because there are 7 more after Nana.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what the other ones have, but I all I know is that Nana's is float.
And remind me, because it's like even while I was editing the post-credit scene, All For One's brother had the ability, or like his quirk was stalking, right?
His quirk was the ability to pass a quirk down.
That's what it is.
But
okay,
he didn't
I
have
got it reversed.
quirk to pass down at all.
Yeah.
But All For One gave him the stockpile ability, which then created One For All.
Yeah.
And then he passed it down.
Mm.
Yeah. So his quirk was fucking useless until the stockpile came into it.
Okay. That's okay.
And that's what created the thing, because now all the quirks that every person uses stockpiles into it, which is why I 100% believe that at one point Deku's going to be able to use more than one quirks, which is why I believe that Deku used
those
Nana's
scenes.
quirk.
Those scenes where he's going to, because
it makes the most sense, because All Might has all the power, and that's the quirk he's using now is the power.
Mm.
So the one behind it would be Nana, and he was fucking, I don't give a fuck. He was flying.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was. He was flying.
Against
Overhaul.
Overhaul. Yeah, he was flying.
Yeah.
He was not, constantly, kicking everywhere and fucking,
he was flying around like a damn shooting star.
He was fucking flying around like Goku. That man was just zipping, flying around. He was not kicking in another direction to keep himself flying and boom, kicking to keep himself flying. That man was just straight up floating.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. That's all I'm saying. I guarantee you he's going to be able to use other quirks. One For All is created from a stockpile quirk. Why the fuck would you say stockpile quirk if it didn't stockpile the previous quirk users? Sorry, I'm getting in a rant. These people were telling me I'm wrong and da-da-da-da. I'm like, fuck off. I know I'm right. I fucking guarantee if they don't give him that ability to use the other previous user's quirk, it's fucking stupid. It's a waste of an opportunity.
Yeah.
Why even put that in there that it's a stockpile quirk? Like, why? That is such a huge detail. Such a minor detail, but at least it's such a huge thing.
Yeah.
Why call it a stockpile quirk? Why not just put it, a collective quirk or something where it just adds the power, or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, we're all still excited to see what I mean, there really isn't much of a future unless, like we said or we stated a lot of reactions ago, like if Shigaraki breaks All For One out of prison or whatever. Because, to be honest, thinking about it now and at the end of season 4, I don't really know if that's going to happen.
What?
I don't know if Shigaraki is going to break out, because I feel like All For One is going to die in prison.
Maybe.
It depends on how long his life support is on for.
I don't know all his life support will be on forever, because they'll constantly have him hooked up to a machine.
Yeah, but just imagine
the man has lived for over 200 years.
Yeah,
because of what quirks he has.
Yeah,
and like they don't know how many he has
they don't.
or what exactly he has that could be keeping him alive. I mean, he could have some type of regenerative shit where it's just keeping him alive.
Like the high end, would you say?
Something like that, yeah. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he have something like that for himself?
Do you think? Because I'm still wondering about the high end as well. Like, obviously, people were saying that, like, like the high end has some sort of, because people were saying obviously, like, it can't be best genus because of the certain quirks that high end has. It's like, do you think?
Doesn't matter.
What is it?
I have a theory about the Doctor, about the Nomus, and about All For One. I thought about this for a while.
Is it different than the one that you stated in the past video?
I have a feeling the Doctor has a way to clone quirks.
Oof.
Because why the fuck else
would you get that?
Because now it's one of two ways.
Mm-hmm.
Either All For One gave all these Nomu the compilation of all these quirks.
Yeah.
Okay. He found them, he took them, and he gave it to them.
Yeah.
Okay. As a supervillain, would you not try and find a way to keep that power for yourself, but also try and give it to someone else? So that way you and your minions are all the same strength.
Yeah.
I would want to be just as strong, or I would want my minions to be just as strong as me, so that way it's not like, oh, you're fighting little mini-me's. No, you're fighting like 20 of me.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's the best way for world domination, and that, like, thinking of an all-for-one mentality, I think he would try and find a quirk that could copy others, so that way he could maybe not even just fucking copy the quirks that he takes, but copy himself.
That's crazy.
What if he copied all for one and gave it to a Nomu, who could then just constantly keep taking other people's quirks and compiling?
I think, well,
and he makes it all for one.
I like the idea of, or I agree with the idea that all for one would be able to give like some quirks to the high, like whether it be high end or any other Nomu that he is currently creating with the Doctor.
And the thing with the best genius is high end. This compilation of quirks doesn't fucking matter. If they have a way to rearrange what quirks he has and doesn't have, they can make him have whatever the fuck he wants.
I feel like they could have just used him just for as an experience. Yeah, as an body.
Just for a body.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the turtle,
the facial features, and just
feature, the neck, his neck, right, how he wears, how he sits like a fucking turtle all the time. Like, it looks like him.
Yeah.
I see resemblance in him. And the mentality shift of, what it means to be the great hero and who is the strongest.
Yeah.
I see it. I don't give a fuck about his quirk, all for one, or maybe even, like I said, if they found a way to just take quirks without all for one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be, like, shit, that'd be insane. If you could transfer that to a Nomu, shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is like, what if
you
they
could technically, like...
if they create an all-for-one Nomu?
Yes, and he'd be actually able, like, he could, like... Well, obviously, probably you could maybe say become the next all for one, but at least a spawn from him.
Right.
One that is able to, or a clone. One that is able to think, and one that has the exact same quirk as all for one.
The end goal is for the Nomus is to be able to create like human resemblances of, the Nomus to create like.
Do we have any more wood, by the way?
Yeah, we do.
We might as well use the last of it. No. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I feel that, like, that's his end goal with the Nomus, to create something like that's indistinguishable from a normal person, but is totally like sleeper agent under his control, that can like think on their own and be intelligent without commands, like the first Nomu, and think intelligently like high end, but be indistinguishable from a normal person.
Yeah.
And then if whoever came in, Shigaraki, all for one, whatever, came in and was like, hey, listen, they would. I think that's the end goal, is to create an indistinguishable Nomu packed full of fucking power on par with all for one.
Could you see that maybe if the, like, let's say
Ooh.
Well, I was thinking that, like, can you imagine like a Nomu, like you were saying, like, all for one could pass down his quirk to a Nomu. The Nomu would be super OP and super smart, basically almost kind of like a high end. He would be able, because obviously, like, don't get me wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong.
All for one passed the all for one quirk onto Shigaraki,
that'd be really like, OP and
kind of like how All Might fucking passed one for all down to Deku. What if he fucking passes? So, how would he fucking do that? He's in prison. So maybe that's why Shigaraki breaks into the prison. Yeah. He breaks into the prison to get all for one's quirk. He passes it down, and then that's the passing of the torch for the villains, just like the passing of the torch for the heroes was.
Like I said, we even stated, like, with Deku, like, if he's able to use and go down to, like, use some of the quirks from the past users of One for All, it's like, and you were saying, I don't want it to be OP, and then I was like, unless someone much more OP comes along, aka a freaking all-for-one quirked up Shigaraki.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Like,
because I know you're not going to read Vigilantes, and I don't know if this is a spoiler, but it opens up this theory of it being possible. There is a character who has All for One's quirk in Vigilantes. He takes Knuckle Duster's quirk.
really?
And Knuckle Duster fights quirkless. So I don't know if that's possible or if it even has any association, but I remember my cousin talking to me about that. So I don't know if that means that there is a way that they can create another All for One.
Like I said, man, that'd be absolutely
there's
crazy,
a lot of stuff
but
that I can't talk about because you haven't seen the movie.
yeah, Heroes Rise.
Because there's more conversations and details that go on in that I can't bring up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah. But like I said, what I was gonna say is, like, can you imagine, like, let's say if High End was still alive, just thinking about like a very powerful thinking Nomu that All for One gave his quirk down to, and I believe High End was able to spawn other little Nomus, right?
He just
so
threw him
imagine. Can you imagine him with an army of his own little Nomus, like a High End-esque Nomu, and them going their separate ways and becoming their own thing? Can you imagine?
That's
and
what
like
I'm saying
shifting off from Shigaraki.
That's what I'm saying is I think that's the end goal of All for One is creating Nomus that can do that.
Yeah.
That are indistinguishable from normal human beings and them going off and doing their own things like other mini All for Ones.
Can you imagine if the war arc is like that? Can you imagine like Heroes versus Nomus and shit?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
That'd be, and shoot, actually make it a freaking three-way with the League of Villains and the Nomus and the Heroes war arc. Oh my god. But that's where I was kind of like thinking, like, that'd be honestly crazy. Like, if that does come down to it. But like you were saying as well, if Shigaraki gets All for One, I mean, you got the matchup right there. Yeah. If that happens at the end of season 5, like, oh my god, like, that'd be one hell of a thing.
That would be nuts, dude. That'd be way bigger than Overhaul. Shigaraki with fucking.
I think it could be the
with fucking One for All.
It could be the biggest thing in the series, to be honest.
I think that'll be the biggest thing Deku has to face.
We talked a little bit or a while about All for One, but now we got to end with the prophecy, the golden boy, Mr. Tomura Shigaraki.
It's also kind of my vote on him is kind of biased too because I play Shigaraki in this.
I mean, I could say I'm going to say this just for now, but obviously season 5 is going to touch on it. I know what my rank is. Do you got it?
I know what my rank is too.
3, 2, 1, A.
Yes.
So obviously you say S.
Because it's biased. If I had to give a non-biased, it'd be A.
I say A just for. I mean,
I'll do my non-biased. I'll go with A.
Like it's Shigaraki. Like the things that he is like
He's getting smarter.
Yes,
he's learning All for One's teachings.
Yes, and he is also even in season 4 as well. When Twice and Toga were like, "Why do we need to do this? Like if we don't want to." And Shigaraki took off his little hand thing and was like, because this is for all of us. Shigaraki's character development from season 3 to season 4 has been amazing.
Being a
from him,
a leader.
To being a leader, to being around people that he respects and he trusts. Like the League of Villains is a family at the end of it. And that's like, I really like that. Even though there are villains, I give a damn because I mean, like what Twice said, they are humans too, and they all have their flaws or whatever. But at the end of the day, they have each other's backs. They're not one of those villain groups. They're not like, let's say what's the villain group for DC? Like you got the Justice League, and then you got
Injustice.
And like basically know what we're talking about. But just think of like
I know what you're talking about.
League of.
I don't know what their group is.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
But, like, think of that. You got, like, villains with multiple egos and everything and just, like, thinking of betrayal or whatever. This is entirely the opposite. They care about every single one of each other. They do.
I mean, Magna.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised. Like, I love that they touched on it, especially with Twice feeling responsible for it. And just like I said, I want to see more of Twice and Toga together because those two were incredible together. Obviously, like Twice admires Toga, and Toga, just both of them just go amazing together, and just their chemistry in the raid was just great, and they did their job. And like, I like that Shigaraki has enough trust in them too. It's just like he has trust in everyone. The future for season 5.
I'm excited.
Shigaraki, I feel like, is going to be one of my favorite characters in season 5.
Same.
It's like, obviously, we are going to be getting his backstory, but I feel like we're going to be getting more. We're going to be getting way more. I feel like we're going to get, like what you were saying earlier, we're going to get an interaction with him in All For One. We're going to get something.
I guarantee either he's going to go and break into Tartarus, and All For One's going to give him his quirk and then die, or he's going to break All For One out.
Yeah. I would rather see him, to be honest. I would like to see him break him out of prison, but to be honest, I would really like to see that passing of the torch, like him giving All For One giving him his quirk, or passing it down to him, because I feel like, to me personally, it makes sense, because if Deku is going to be experiencing and like you said, Jedi meditating with the other users of One For All and able to go down and use any one of their quirks, Shigaraki's going to need to he's going to need something. All For One is going to need,
because
he's going to need to give it to him.
Has to get some type of power.
He does.
He either has to get All For One's power,
or
like
improve his decay.
Or, like I said, if they found a way to copy it, to then give him a version of it, to then compile things that boost his power.
Yeah.
Whether it be like an increased decay or, a regeneration, so where he can't just, erase things, he can build them up stronger too, like reinforce, or, to get Shigaraki on par with All For One, they have to give him a power boost. So that's why I say that's where that theory came into, where he's either going to get All For One or he's going to get a fucking copy of it. Like, they're going to fucking, here's my mixtape, and they're going to fucking plug his ass in, and they're going to play that bitch all season 5.
I don't know if, they did use it on another person, but I can't remember. But I don't think Shigaraki has an actual theme, unless, because, I heard
I don't think he has a dedicated theme.
He has,
like
All
the
For One,
creepy themes that come up.
Yeah, when he was
think
walking
he's
through the
earned his
mall.
Supervillain theme yet. Because he's not really super villain theme. He's minor villain theme.
Like, the Ring Around the Rosie theme was used for something else as well, or like another villain or whatever. Or I think, no, it was used for something else. It wasn't just Shigaraki, but it was something else. But I want to hear a theme. Like,
he hasn't earned his super villain theme yet. He's just villain mode right now.
Imagine if he gets, imagine if All For One does pass it down and we actually hear something. It better be way more creepy than All For One. I don't think
a combination between the two.
Yeah, it's I want something that will be able to, because
I'm gonna get to work on editing that, trying to mix the two.
Do a mashup of it, because every time that, because I've seen the post credit scene 5 times already. Every single time that I have seen that post credit scene, and when the music kicks in, I get goosebumps all around my body. You can even see it in the reaction. I looked at my goosebumps and literally felt chills everywhere. That was the most chilling post-credit scene I've ever seen. And I'm so excited for season 5. We all are. But like you said, Shigaraki needs some sort of upgrade. If Deku is going to be exploring all this and learning about this, I feel like they won't clash in season 5, and that we don't need him to. But
I feel like Deku's going to try, and Shigaraki's going to be like, you're not good enough. And then he's just going to walk away. You're not strong enough.
I feel like they won't kind of do an interaction, but it will be something. I feel like something's going to happen with All For One. Either All For One or All Might. Unless, can you imagine Shigaraki?
I can imagine Shigaraki
killing All Might. Yeah.
I can imagine it, yeah.
I feel like that is what will set up for season 6.
I can see it. The death of All Might in season 5.
Yeah.
I can see it.
It would be kind of like a Kylo Ren and Han Solo looking thing, where All Might would try to turn
Tomura back to the
good side. He's like, no.
Be like, he killed your mother, da 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 da, or he killed your grandmother.
Like I said, there's so many ways that they can go, and I'm so excited for it. But obviously, that is where we stand with all of the villains. Like the villains are the same with the. I think. Where would you rather prefer? Would you rather prefer the heroes or the villains as kind of like your favorite? Because I know you are kind of even with Star Wars, you kind of like the villains more than the heroes. Now I'm not even looking at the
I've
game.
always been a red saber.
Yeah, always been a red saber.
Always been a red saber. When it comes to my hero, it's a mixed batch.
Mixed
I
batch.
can't pick between the two. It is a mixed batch because when it comes to like Lemillion, and when it comes to like All for One and them, I can't pick between the two. Like it is a mixed batch between what I like more.
I could see it. Like we said, we are definitely excited for season 5 and then 6 in the future. Definitely let us know your theories and what you kind of see for the future of any of the villains down in the comments down below, whether it be Stain, Overhaul, Shigaraki, All for One. Definitely leave them in the comments down below and let us know what you think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting into the Q&A part of the fireside chat. The last thing we will be doing, obviously, we did all of our ranks. Now it is time to ask your guys' questions. I will be starting off the questions that will be coming in from YouTube, and then obviously Schmitty will be doing the comments or the questions, I might add, from the Discord. And if you guys want to join the Discord, the link is down below in the description. So definitely join us. There's a lot to do on the Discord, from anime suggestions to like, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. Like whether you want to answer stuff in the fireside chat, we have a dank memer. We have lots of stuff. We have a general talk. You just talk with us or talk with anybody else in the Discord. We are up to what, around 35 or almost close to 40.
People.
Like 35 members. We would try to hit maybe hit 50 after this video. So definitely, if you guys want to join the Discord, link in the description down below. And also, we do want to state again that we do have a merch store. If you guys did not see the 1,000 subscriber video, we do have merch. We have the 1,000% ITZX shirt that will be available until the end of August. Like so far, we've got our merch coming in eventually. Actually, by the time we will be back doing reactions. Obviously,
We
most
should
of you may
have it.
know. Yeah, we will have it for the first episode of Demon Slayer. We will be able to show it off. So yeah, definitely check it out. If you guys want to buy it, definitely buy it. It would help us a lot. And we do have hopefully more designs coming in soon. But right now we are going to get into the questions, starting off from OFEFS as at FSC. Have you guys considered reacting to Mob Psycho 100? Just curious, as it ranks highly among my personal favorite animes. Now, personally, I have no idea what Mob Psycho is.
I know a little bit about it. I know it's something that I do want to watch. So yes, it will be going on the list.
Really, like it sounds interesting.
It looked interesting. Like
I haven't even seen any
I
of it.
saw like some snippets of it, like a compilation, like some snippets. But I was just like, I don't know what this is. And I saw Mob Psycho. I was like, oh, okay. And then yeah, I saw that comment, and I was like, oh, so that's what that was. Okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. It seemed interesting to me.
Obviously, our boy from the beginning, Siren asked, what is the next show you are planning on watching? Obviously, we've stated it multiple times, but for obviously the new people, we will be doing Demon Slayer throughout the entire month of.
Huh? Back up from your mic.
Oh, maybe I had a little bit too close. Maybe I had a little bit too close.
Yeah.
Obviously, for some that we haven't, or some that are new, we've obviously stated multiple times, but some that are new. We are doing Demon Slayer throughout the entire month of August. We haven't released kind of our full schedule on what we will be doing. I told Schmitty yesterday, but we will be doing Demon Slayer throughout the entire month of August, and then at the end of August, we will be doing season 1 of Fire Force throughout, mostly the entire month of September. And then around the middle of September, we will be getting into Fire Force Season 2. And then right at the beginning of October, we will be right on, same time with Season 2 of Fire Force. So that's going to be really good going into October with a lot of other shows. So definitely once October rolls around, we'll be right in set in stone. But Fire Force and Demon Slayer are the next shows coming up. But obviously, I got the last question from YouTube. Pops has asked, will you guys be watching One Punch Man dubbed after the break you guys plan on taking after finishing My Hero Academia. Um,
I've seen One Punch Man.
yeah,
I've seen the first season. It was like fucking ages ago, but
it
like
was.
I have seen it. Like I
Like
remember
he's shown me the
snippets.
first 4 to 5
Yeah,
episodes.
I've shown
of
him
it.
the first 4 to 5 episodes, and this is like a year before we even did try the YouTube.
Yeah,
So like this wasn't even something we thought that we were gonna do.
yeah.
So I mean, I've showed him like the first 5 episodes of season 1.
I don't think maybe most people may know, but I do definitely want to state this. Obviously we hear all of your anime suggestions from different anime shows.
Mhm.
I mostly want to focus on the shows that we both haven't seen before. Like,
Mhm.
obviously, I haven't seen most of them, but obviously the ones that Schmitty has not seen. Just from obviously, it was kind of a
And I know it's hard and difficult because like
yeah,
I watch a lot of anime,
yeah,
so it's like it is difficult to try and find one where we haven't seen it. So sometimes we have to start at like a later season, like Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Yeah,
I've seen all of Attack on Titan 3 times.
it's
I
gonna be
fucking
fine
love
to
Attack on
start at
Titan.
season
Yeah, I
4,
know.
but
And
just
this,
we won't be able to
we'll
do the entire
we'll
show.
catch you up off screen. We'll catch you up, and then season 4 we'll watch together. And we won't have any knowledge of it together.
Mm.
But it's like I've seen all of saw all of Attack on Titan season 1 through 3 times.
Mm.
I love it so much. It's such a good show, and that is just too much to record
Yeah,
by the time season 2 comes out.
and just with October
Or
as well.
season
Like October is
4.
such a packed month when we have.
Oh, it's we can barely fit anything else.
yeah,
in.
it's like
It's
we
too
have
packed.
Mandalorian, and because Falcon and the Winter Soldier has been pushed to the fall, so if it does come out in October, that's gonna be crazy because Disney Plus is already like it's struggling, so they're gonna might as well put 2 of their top shows in the same month just to get
So we're
subscribers
sorry
back.
if we can't watch your suggestion or we turned on your suggestion
Yeah,
because of that. Like that's the situation.
yeah,
We'll watch parts of it, but we won't watch the entire series all the way through. We'll watch the
yeah.
new seasons that we haven't seen yet.
Because I know My Hero Academia was kind of a weird dynamic a little bit,
Mhm.
which Schmitty obviously
And I tried my best.
Yeah.
I tried my absolute best.
It started a little bit rocky. I'm still glad and I'm still grateful that we were still able to do the entire series. And obviously now they were caught up, which is good now. It was a little bit of a weird dynamic from having, and I don't even think any kind of reaction channel has started out a show doing that, where a person has seen everything and another person has not. But I think it worked.
I love
For
the show
no,
so
yeah,
much. It's just like watching it for the first time all over again.
like no matter what, we were gonna do the show in general, and we were gonna get the community on the channel because that is your favorite show, and
I
it
love
has
it.
now become my favorite show. And it just has an amazing community, and we just wanted it on the channel, regardless if you've seen it or not seen it or not. We just wanted it on the channel. But I know it was a dynamic that it worked because obviously I was not able. I was glad that I was able to have you by my side to help me throughout all this because if I would have been by myself, I probably would have still not known what the hell was going on. And
Right.
like I would have been probably confusing quirks and everything else. But I am definitely glad that we were able to do the My Hero series, but definitely for the future, I definitely want both of us to go in blind on
Mhm.
new shows that we both haven't seen
No, I
before.
totally agree.
Like obviously he's only seen the first part of Fire Force.
Which is like 12 or 13
Yeah, 12 or
episodes.
13 episodes, and then he hasn't seen anything else. So obviously you're gonna get that a little bit. But how long has it been since you've seen the first season of Fire
When
Force?
it first came out.
So that's what, last year? Didn't it
Think
come out
so?
last year?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember.
Probably maybe
Probably
either
last year.
either a year or two ago.
Yeah, it was
but
probably a year or two ago.
it's like we're gonna try to do shows that he's mostly hasn't seen before because we don't kind of want to be obviously we just at
We
least
don't
want
want
to
to
get
continue
through.
what we've did with My Hero. We want two genuine.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not saying my
when you
reactions
get
were
both
genuine.
of us,
My reactions were genuine, but it's just
Yeah.
like they're not as crazy as Omzy's was.
yeah, it's like even when we started out with Clone Wars and how that was ending, those were really good. And when you have me and him going in blind on a show and not knowing what the hell is gonna happen,
It's way
you're
better.
gonna get magic. you're gonna get a great reaction. You're gonna get probably times
My phone is
100.
dying, so
Oh,
I do need to
but
get through these questions.
yeah.
'Cause I
So
actually have
hopefully we answered those from
quite a bit.
YouTube. I mean, I can do them as well if you want. I mean, I could just do them.
That's all right.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. Well, Schmitty, go into the next one.
So we've kind of already answered this. Favorite My Hero characters. Let's just do one hero, one villain.
You got yours first.
Favorite hero is probably Lemillion. Favorite villain is my favorite villain would probably be All for One. No,
wait, what?
I'm gonna go for the potential. I'm gonna go for. You know what? This is difficult.
Yeah.
I
know.
Gentle. I'll take Gentle.
Wow.
Gentle's a good one. Gentle's a good one.
Yeah.
I love Gentle.
I was honestly gonna go for Gentle as well.
Go for him too.
Yeah. It's between Gentle and Overhaul. But obviously I put Gentle over. Favorite hero. I would say, like, I don't want to kind of go the same, but like you and me are kind of the same. I would definitely say Lemillion.
Okay.
Possibly, I'd maybe say Deku, just because. I mean,
I'd go Bakugo.
Oh, I know you'd go Bakugo.
Like I said, I like that anti-hero. Like,
yeah.
The Vegeta of the group.
But yeah, definitely for me, I'd say Mirio. Like,
okay,
love Mirio and Gentle, two of honestly my favorite characters in season 4.
Well, I already know the answer to this question. Which 1A student would you like an episode dedicated to that really hasn't had one yet? Shinso.
Okay, all right.
100% Shinso.
Yeah.
Every single time, Shinso.
I kind of stated it. Well, actually, no, because we actually didn't have it on camera. But I honestly want an episode with Tokoyami. To be honest with you,
I can agree with that.
I want
That'd
to
be a good one.
see an episode dedicated to him, and I want them to explore that character. But yeah, I definitely want them to explore Tokoyami in every way.
Sunny asks, oh, by the way, Callum asked favorite My Hero character. Obi Doug Kenobi asked, which 1A student would you like? And then Sunny asks, can you talk about your plans or hopes for the future of the channel?
Obviously, we've stated that we do have Demon Slayer, Fire Force, Mandalorian, and Falcon in the Winter Soldier, and
so a lot
Attack
of reactions.
A lot of reactions.
We're gonna.
I'm just stating mostly on the reaction side, and then we're obviously gonna go into you. But just overall, we have those shows coming out. We won't probably get in. I don't want to get into the 2021 stuff until later in the year. Once, like, depending on how coronavirus happens or whatever, and when production kind of comes back or whatever. But that is basically what we have in store coming up next. And I think I can't remember if I stated it, but this goes for just reactions as general. Obviously, you know that we are kind of both in school, especially me, currently being as the only editor for the channel. Obviously, we have from the anime suggestions, we have those shows that have just began seasons just as like Demon Slayer and Fire Force. But then we have those other seasons like Full Metal Alchemist, which are like 3 or 4 seasons. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like just beginning shows, and then we have like series. So how we've been kind of doing it is during the summer, it was a perfect time to do My Hero because what?
I've seen Full Metal.
Damn it.
I've seen Brotherhood.
Oh, man.
I just remembered. It was a while ago, so that's why I was like, have I? And I was like, oh, shit, I have.
Trust me, guys. I don't need to see every show. Maybe I'll see it on the side or whatever, but yeah.
I've only seen it once, though. I'd love to see it again.
Oh, yeah. But like a series like My Hero where it's 4 seasons during the summer was like a perfect opportunity to do it because, number one, we're not doing anything. And there's nothing to do during the summer.
Gaming on the channel will be consistent because I don't have school till next summer.
That
because
is true.
The academy this year's applications are closed, so I just have to study.
So you guys will definitely be getting more content, different, diverse kind of content.
It won't be as consistent or it'll be just as consistent, but it won't be reactions. It'll be gaming.
Yeah, like
and
you're gonna
other
get
things.
different kinds of content. So
'Cause, yeah,
no matter what,
we
you
haven't
guys
even
are gonna get
expanded into the
content.
rest of the plans for the channel. We're still on the first part.
Well, I was gonna get to after I kind of said, it's like during, let's say, like summer and then like winter or like spring, those like kind of breaks that we kind of have are perfect times to do series kind of reactions. Like, let's say if we wanted to do Avatar, be kind of good to do it maybe during winter break.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because obviously I do want to get into another series, like a series type of show during winter break. Like, it's been, I don't even remember seeing Avatar, to be honest with you.
I remember very little. I
Like,
remember watching it when it.
oh, highlight.
Hello. I remember watching it when it was on TV, and that
Yeah.
was about the length that I watched,
Mm.
and that was it. So it's like I don't remember much, but I remember a little bit.
Yeah.
It's mainly just
yeah.
like the beginning.
But basically, that's how I kind of see the reaction. Like, just since we are in school, that's how I kind of see it going. During the breaks, we will kind of focus on series reactions. But like during college, it's really good with the like the week to week stuff. The week to week stuff we can do because it's really easy. That's why I can't wait. At least we will be on par with season 2 of Fire Force the beginning of October. That's all we needed to be is like on par with season 2 once October hits. Because once October hits, it's like not a lot of stuff coming out. What, are you gonna burn the box? What are you gonna do? Oh, it's gonna be fun. Oh my god. Okay, I think you're good. I think you're good. Yeah. That's gonna be okay. we're gonna let that burn real quick. Jesus.
It's gonna brighten up a bit.
Oh yeah. Let's get the smoke out of the way real quick.
Why so gloomy?
Let's
brighten the day.
I don't even know if you guys can maybe see us, but it doesn't matter.
I've smoke screen.
So that's where we kind of see, or that's where I kind of see the reaction part of the channel kind of going, and that's kind of like our thing a little bit. God damn, that is bright.
Cardboard's great for that.
Also, what else are you doing? Oh. Whew, it's hot over here.
Same. By the way, this is why we call it fireside chat.
Oh
I
yeah.
had someone ask that.
Oh really? What, they couldn't see the fire last time?
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's
I think they're just new to the channel.
Yeah. What is it? So I've been thinking a lot. Obviously, I've already got the recording schedule done. Obviously, I suggested with Demon Slayer and Fire Force. I've also kind of been thinking how I am going to kind of balance college and editing. So no matter what, you guys will be getting like a video a day, at least a video a day.
Mm-hmm. And my computer's currently being built right now, so I mean, it should be up.
Because obviously, I've had questions from, I think it was either Sunny or Pospis, about like, oh, maybe people will get disinterested or whatever, and obviously, hopefully, like,
I mean, I hope not, but
no, well, yeah, it was just like an if, because some people might, but well, he was seeing that like, oh, we wouldn't be uploading until like whenever, like, because obviously we wouldn't be uploading consistently how we've been.
Oh, there will be consistent uploads. Like I said, once my computer is done editing, and we're both off. Oh, you think you're getting a lot of videos now? Oh yeah, dude, you're gonna have 2 editors. Fucking.
So at least with me, with the reactions, you're at least going to be getting a video a day.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the days where like you would see like 2 videos, or I would do 2 videos, are either days that I'm off work or days that I just have nothing to do. So those would be kind of the days that
when it comes to reactions.
Yeah. It's like I'll do 2 videos, but no matter what, you guys are going to be getting at least a video a day. So
probably 2, because you'll have the
from my end.
Oh yeah, from your end.
From my end,
we haven't fucking gone to my end yet. The spectrum here.
But yeah, I've said what kind of I wanted to say. So Schmidt, I'm going to lend it to you.
So that's pretty much what it is with the reactions. I built this channel originally for gaming.
Yep.
But it just ended up not working because we just didn't have proper equipment. We didn't have proper recording stuff. We didn't have what we needed, and that's why we went.
And it wasn't getting our foot in the door either.
Yeah, it wasn't getting our foot in the door. It wasn't getting us anywhere. and it just wasn't good quality. And we like to put out good quality stuff.
Mm.
We put a lot of effort into our stuff, and we don't want anything less than great.
Yeah.
And our gaming, if you look at our previous videos, they were good, but they weren't as good as they could be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we stepped away from that, and that's why we went to the reactions, because that's what we could do during COVID.
Yeah.
Now, with my PC finally being put together as we speak, I have the capabilities to go back to gaming with the proper recording equipment and proper CPU, and I can get the stream going again.
Yeah.
And there's just so much now that we can do. We can do the double editing.
Double
so it's
editing.
not
We could
just
have the
one
theory
person.
videos coming.
Yep, I can do all my theory videos. I can do my AMVs that I wanted to do. And now the biggest part that this YouTube channel is going to help me do is market myself as a voice actor.
Yep.
So all of my audition tapes I'm going to be putting together with pictures of the character and me reading the voice lines, and all of the projects that I'm a part of. I'm gonna have like little snippets and link.
Isn't there a
to
thing in
main,
the Discord as well for voice acting?
for
as well,
voice
or not
acting?
yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
there'll be a little thing if that's like someone wants help practicing or stuff
Or
like that.
will you be putting your auditions in there as well?
No, I won't be putting my auditions
No?
in there.
Okay.
I'll have my link to my account in there, and if someone else wants to link their account in there, they can.
Okay.
For people to talk, or if a project you have needs a voice actor, you can put a post in there. Hey, I need a voice actor. Da 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 da.
Okay.
And anyone in the ITZX clan can pretty much just try and get you ahead first.
Yeah.
But the YouTube is going to help me market myself. Like I said, I'm going to be putting videos together with all my voice lines, pictures of the characters. I'm going to be putting little snippets of the projects that I'm a part of, and then linking to the whole thing, like the My Hero Academia Bridge series.
What is the update on that, by the way?
We're putting the trailer together right now. We just got the voice actor for All Might. He just got his lines done. We just got our music in, so we're now kind of just putting it together. So the teaser should be out pretty soon.
Is he redoing his lines like you did, or are they still going with your lines?
He's redoing them like I did.
Okay.
I was just a stand-in, so that way we can get the music done.
Mm.
But he's got his lines down, and we're putting the music in together. We're mixing it all in the trailer. I know I said this forever ago that it should have been out, but we had some unexpected things just come into life.
Yeah,
we just had some unexpected things that just come up, and the trailer should be coming out soon. I messaged them on their Discord, and I haven't heard anything back yet today, but we probably will be hearing back soon.
Hopefully, yes.
But I'll be linking that in here and sharing them out. Actually, I'll put a link down in the description to that channel specifically. So when the video does come out, you'll see it. You won't have to wait for my update, but I'll be releasing an update on that too. But I mean, yeah, it just opens up so much that I've been wanting to do that I couldn't because my computer originally was crap and could barely run Windows Paint.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll be able to get into all the things that I've wanted to do on this channel. Like I said, AMVs, gaming is going to be a huge thing because there's a lot of games that I have on Steam. There's a lot of games that I want to play and stream that I haven't been able to because improper equipment.
It's like, obviously, we do have Halo Infinite coming out at the end of the year.
I will be playing the crap out of that.
And also, we have probably one of your most anticipated games, especially getting a PC. You guys will be doing Star Citizen.
Oh, God, yeah. I already have my membership bought and my first ship bought.
Yep.
I'm just waiting to get my PC built so that way I can actually play it. So I'll be having videos on that and, a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm going to try and work on animation because there's some things that I wanted to do just minor.
Well, hopefully maybe in the future,
remember Ed's World.
Hopefully that can maybe be a goal for at least us next year to get an anime intro for us.
Oh yeah, I'd love that.
Yes,
I'd love to find an artist that could do that, like a My Hero-esque. Just like by the time of next year, all the animes that we've watched just have like little pieces of them in together. Or some type of, superhero-esque anime intro.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. A nice little rollout kind of thing. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah. Hopefully we answered your question, Pops. There's a lot that we had to kind of get out, a little extra stuff that we had to get out there, but definitely hope you guys tuned in long enough for here to hear that because we definitely needed to, or especially me, I definitely needed to say that.
FG Riot Monkeys says any matchups you want to see happen in the futures, hero versus villains or students versus students, anything between certain characters.
Oh man,
I would like to see.
this is hard. This is very hard.
Aizawa versus Deku, or Aizawa versus Bakugo, because I know he threatened it in the beginning.
Yeah,
but I would like to see a fight between the two.
I could see it. Yeah,
Or a big fight. I would have to say, I want to see a full-on fight between the Million and Deku, just one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Like, if he gets, when he gets his quirk back and whatnot, I want to see a full-on fight between the two.
This one, man, this one's hard for me. Man, there's so many characters. I would like to see, and I'm throwing it out, I would like to see Shinso versus Bakugo.
That'd be a cool one.
That would be an honestly a real cool one. I would like to see Lemillion versus Shigaraki in the future. I feel like that would be a kick-ass fight. I would say I would like to see Overhaul and Deku again, but like Deku would be able to like just Deku, like because obviously like it depends on what happens with Overhaul in the future and what happens with his quirk or whatever. Like I would like to see that fight again because that fight really did kick ass. I'm trying to think of one maybe with the ladies. I am definitely interested in seeing. I can't remember her name. But what was that girl? I think she plays like 6th or 5th in the Billboard.
Kendo?
Huh?
Kendo?
Yes.
Girl turns the big fist that always smacks.
No. The tan girl in the Japanese hero chart, the Billboard chart at the second to last.
Oh, the bunny chick.
The bunny chick.
Yeah, no, I want to see her. I want to see more of her too.
I have not seen anything from her, and I am really excited.
I've see like scanning through Instagram because like just what pops up on my feed.
Yeah.
I've seen more pictures of her, and I've seen like pictures of her in the manga. I didn't read it. I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, she's in the manga. And I was like, okay, she's gonna show
I'd
up.
assume she is.
Yeah, I was like, okay, she's gonna show up later. I'm not gonna look at it. But I want to see more of her too.
Man, they're like it's I wish we would have kind of got prepared for that because there's honestly a lot you could do. There's a lot of different matchups you can do. I would say I do want to see Bakugo and Shigaraki. I do want to see that one. Either Bakugo and Shigaraki, but
get a lot from Riot. A lot of questions from Riot.
Yeah, that's why I spit it a little bit out, but hopefully maybe down the line we can maybe make a separate video, maybe with Coda or Sean or whatever. But I know definitely, as we know, that Season 5 will, I don't know if guys know, but Heroes Fest has been announced for beginning of October. It will be an online event. I don't think people in the U.S. will be able to view it. I think it's only for Japan. But I know damn well we will be getting a release for Season 5, which we are expecting it to be maybe March or April of 2021. So at least by that time,
give us
all
English
of us
first.
Huh?
Give us English dub first.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully around that time we'll all be caught up, and that gives us enough time. Even my aunt, who I have not mentioned, she's a really big anime fan. She loves shows like Inuyasha, Food Wars, and whatever. She's definitely trying to get into My Hero. She's only stopped in mid of season 1, so I'm definitely trying to get her back into the show, and I would love to rewatch it with her. So I'm like, all these people, like, we have enough time to get everyone on the same page. We could get everyone on the same page by the time season 5 comes out. Holy shit, it is going to be one hell of a reaction, especially what they got going forward. But yeah, that's basically what I had to say for this question.
Next question from Riot. He says, how do you guys feel about Gigantomachia, or Machia, the big villain Kirigiri was trying to find, and that was in the backstory of
Kirishima, yeah.
Kirishima, yeah.
It had to click in my mind a little bit because I saw just like once I saw his I think it wasn't his foot, but like his facial features and everything, I remembered it was the villain from the backstory. Yeah, and the arm as well. I want to see more of. That's all I could probably say. I want to see more of. Obviously, we did not get to see what happened with him, Gran Torino, like Sugiyuchi, and like all of them. We didn't like. Obviously, we saw the destruction from the mountain, just from the enormous size that this dude is.
Mm-hmm.
But all I'm trying to know is just I want to see more of him, and like it's like obviously we know he has something to do with All for One, so I just want to see more.
So no, someone asked me. I don't know if this was a spoiler or not, but they said, "Yo, doesn't he kind of look like Kirishima?" Like,
No, not
because if they're
really.
talking about time travel, like, what if, you know,
That's Kirishima
yeah,
from the future.
or like, yeah, taken from the future and then turned into that.
Uh,
I don't know. See, time
no,
travel
I
gets
don't
weird.
think so. Personally, with me, no.
That was someone asked me, and I'm like, a little, like maybe I can see it with this quirk, the hardening.
Yeah, but then again,
But,
how the
like,
hell would he be ginormous?
other quirks. I'm just saying, if All for One's in the works here, anything's really possible.
Yeah.
But what about? Oh, he says, Ryan also asks any character backstories you would like to see more of, and I think we've pretty much already answered that. I want to
Definitely,
see,
like I said, I like to see more of Tokoyami.
yeah, I want to see Shinso.
Yeah, Shinso. I feel like there was another one that I wanted to say. Maybe. I would say maybe Higakure, just for the fact that like all of us think she is sus. So that's basically all I'll say with her.
I would I'd like to see Shinso. I'd like to see more backstory on All Might.
Yeah,
100% All Might.
yeah.
All for One asked, "Do you understand Stain's motives?" I do.
Yeah, I think we've understood how they are now.
I've already had this conversation with him before. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
He's also asked where you guys live. We live in the
Wow.
great state of Ohio.
It's an R8 state. It's an R8 state. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks, yeah. Well, Buckeyes, not Milwaukee Bucks, but
Yeah,
go
no,
Buckeyes.
It's the meme though. Oh yeah, go Bucks.
But
that
yeah,
70s show.
But yeah, we basically answered everyone's questions. Like I said, hopefully maybe for the next episode we could get definitely more. Hopefully we were able to answer all of your guys' questions. And yeah, that is basically it for this episode. We talked a lot about basically everything My Hero. We are so grateful for the show and just being able to experience it not only with each other, but for all of you as well. And we are definitely excited, not only for the future, but definitely season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on how long the manga goes on for. But we are definitely very, very excited. Like this show is honestly one of our favorites, and we just cannot wait to hopefully get back into it. We got like 6 months, I would assume, around that time. So I'm very excited. Anything you else have to say?
No, not really.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on this reaction. Or yeah.
So used to that, man. So used to it.
Yes, I am. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of the Fireside Chat. Like I said, if you guys like this, like, subscribe, comment down below. If you guys want to get notified on when we release videos, definitely smash the notification bell. If you guys want to check out our Discord and merch, links are in the description as well as anything Schmitty had else to say about anything in the description. It is all in the description down below. And as always, I am Omzy, that is Schmitty, and we are out.